Hey guys, what's up? It is another allergy season here in Norfolk, Virginia. And it sucks, let me tell you. Allergy season sucks. So what have I been working on? I made a pink baby cocoon and a blue baby cocoon, and they are already with their pregnant mamas. And what else did I make? Did I probably already given away? I think that's all the stuff I gave away right now. So what am I working on? I am working on Angel Pig number 2. This is my Angel Pig number 2. He's kind of cockeyed, but hey, ain't nothing on this earth perfect. So it'll be alright. So yeah, I just got to do his feet, and I have working on his last foot right here. And I just got to do a couple more rows and then stuff his feet and attach his feet. Excuse me. And then I have to make his wings. And then he'll be ready to go to his forever home out in the Midwest, out in a cornfield somewhere chilling. I'm just joking. But he will be going to the Midwest though. And so did I tell y'all allergies suck? Allergies suck. Cause see, it was like, you know how that fresh, awesome after the rain smell, and you go outside and you take a deep breath, and then all of a sudden you remember, oh God, it's pollen season, and within 6 hours of you doing that, you're hacking your lungs up for days on end. Yeah, that's me. So my nose is red. I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't been like, it's just red from, it's not from sneezing. It's not sore or anything. I haven't been blowing my nose or anything. It's just red from just sneezing. So yeah. Virginia, if you are allergic to things and you never had any allergic reactions to anything before, but they say you're allergic to stuff, you'll never know unless you come to Virginia. Once you come to Virginia, then things you never thought was possibly allergic to will happen. You'll have allergies coming out the woodwork in Virginia. Trust me. So I'm working on the pig, and I'm also, I've been spinning this, which is some Falkland that I dyed, and I think I call it the mulberry colorway. It looks like a brownish bronze, but it's actually like more of a wine color than it's showing up. Yeah, so I finished the camo gloves, fingerless gloves. They're finished. So I gotta make a matching glove to go with this one. I'm gonna get those to my son. And the other thing that I've been working on is I'm making another pair of the Broken Sea Stitch fingerless gloves. So that's as far as I've gotten on these. And I got my thumb hole right there. Like, yeah. It's like a buttonhole thumb thingy. So I really like how those are turning out. And the other thing I'm working on still are my foxglove socks. If a nitpicks Felici. And the needles are the Knit Pro Zings. I love these needles. Love them, love them, love them. I just don't like making socks. So, and then my other whip, 2 whips that I haven't touched in a while, is because I'm thinking of frogging this again, the Stone Point poncho, which is a knit poncho. I've shown this to you guys several times. So the Stone Point poncho, thinking about frogging it again. It has not called to me. And also, I'm working on my crochet poncho in the red. I haven't worked on it in a while. in a couple of weeks because I had to finish those baby cocoons and now this pig, and then I gotta do Dobby or Doobie, whatever his name is from Harry Potter. Uh, so yeah, but I'm really liking my poncho, and it's nice and light, so it'd be nice for spring for being inside under the AC without being too hot. So I got that to work on, and of course my brother-in-law's blanket, which is going on to his second summer. So yeah, that's all I got. Okay, so on to the bad news. So the washing machine isn't pumping the water out. Usually when that happens, it's clogged, and then I have to go in the bathroom down into the basement, and I have to drain the washing machine and pour out all the water and take out the wet clothes and put them in the deep sink. And then I have to take the washing machine apart to find the pump. And then I have to take the hoses off the pump. And usually, boom, there it is. It's one of those little footy socks. For some reason, those little footy socks are so stretchy that and they'll stretch out and get sucked through the little holes in the side of the washing machine. Yeah, it's like, like a snake fitting through a hole the size of a quarter. Yeah. So we all know socks want to escape their owners. We all know that's the problem. So yeah, so the washing machine, I just haven't felt like going out there messing with it. So we did laundry at the laundromat. My husband and my son did laundry at the laundromat first. And so Monday I was like, where is this and where is this? I can't find this outfit. I can't find that outfit. And where's these socks? Handmade socks. Where are these socks? And lo and behold, apparently someone stole a load of our laundry. It was not left behind. They remember washing them. They remember putting them in the dryer. But they don't remember them making it from the dryer onto the table to be folded, because they folded everything. So apparently, whether it was a laundromat attendant thought it was their load of laundry, or someone was, they weren't paying attention very well, and somebody, people steal. And they just, took the laundry. But whatever it was that happened to the laundry, we can only speculate right now because they ain't got no cameras, conveniently. It had most of, like, several pair of my work uniform, my work pants, my nice clothes, and the tops, the cami tops, my handmade socks that Sharon just made me and sent me, my handmade socks that Ken made for me and the turbo knitter sent me, and Karen his mom's with yarn, sharing his mom's with yarn. Those socks were in there, and I'm not sure what else is in there. I'm too afraid to look to see what else is missing. But some of my favorite work pants, some of my favorite tops were in there. So, and yeah. So someone made out like a bandit with my clothes, my work clothes, my nice clothes, my nice socks. But I look at it like this: if you were so desperate that you would steal a stranger's clothing at a laundromat, then, I hope those clothes bless whoever you give them to, pawn them to, sell them to, whatever you do with them. I hope they bless whoever so that they can get the job they're looking for, they can stay warm, or whatever it is that they needed those clothes for, And, we will survive. I will get more clothes. I'll probably done. But I hate shopping, and those clothes were like broken in and comfortable. They fit the way I like. It's like the shirts hung the way I like. The pants fit the way I like. Professional looking without looking sloppy, but not tight. You know what I'm saying? It's nice and loose and flowy clothes. Yeah. So yeah, and I don't sew, so it ain't like I'm gonna go and sew me some clothes. I don't want to learn how to sew, so don't even suggest that. I took home ec. I took sewing in home ec, but there's some things you just do not. It just ain't your thing. Sewing is not my thing. I did not like home ec. I did not like having to be forced to sew because all the girls had to take home ec. Yeah, I wanted to be out in the shop, in the auto shop, or the garden center. But no, we had to take home ec, which is stupid. They don't do that crap no more. Now you can select, if it's a true elective, whether you're male or female, you can take whichever one you want. But back then it was like, you know, the gender thing. So I gotta make a list, and we gotta go shopping this weekend. I gotta get me a couple more pair of work pants and work shirts, and yeah, and if you want to do a yarn swap, handspun yarn in exchange for you making me socks, feel free to contact me. Send me a private message. Because y'all know how long it takes me to knit one pair of socks. I can knit fingerless gloves all day long. But the mental thing with the socks, I don't know. But that's all that's going on with me. Like I said, I feel fine. I'm just coughing from my allergies, and there's nothing I can do about it until the pollen season, you know, drops some. And I'm trying to get my medicine on in my system good, but I don't think it's working too well. So I'm gonna have to switch up from the Claritin to the Zyrtec, see if that works. And if that doesn't work, then they might have to, you know, figure out some things. So I usually alternate seasonally, so I don't get too used to one. And last year I took the Zyrtec. This year I was taking the Claritin. The Claritin don't seem to be doing nothing. So I might switch back over to Zyrtec and see if Zyrtec works. So yeah, oh yeah, I don't know what y'all about when I try to get my prescriptions filled. So we went to Tricare Prime, and I had my prescriptions, and they've been riding around in my bag with me since my doctor gave them to me back in January, February, when I had my first appointment with the endocrinologist. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm finally low enough. I need to go ahead and get these prescriptions filled. Now, mind you, my regular doctor, she prescribed me more the test strips, and so did this doctor, because I'm going through a lot of the test strips now that I'm testing all the time, trying to get a handle on my sugar, how it reacts when I eat certain foods, stuff like that. And so I've been testing a lot. So we go there to get my prescriptions filled, and I'm like, well, while I'm here, I'll just go ahead and get these test strips filled too, because we got some events coming up, and we're gonna be, you know, out of, you know, here and there, out of town here and there. So I don't want to run the risk of running out of test strips. You know, I want to take a fresh bottle with me to make sure I got plenty on hand for when I'm not at home. And so we're sitting there for like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And the guy finally calls me up, and he's like, we can't fill any of these prescriptions. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, the doctor didn't sign these 2 prescriptions. It has his digital signature, but he has to sign his actual signature as well. I said, well, fine, we'll take those back to him. I said, well, what's wrong with the other one? Because he signed out right in front of me. The guy looks at me like I'm lying, and he said, that's not his signature. It doesn't look anything like his digital signature. Unless you have a Wacom tablet pen or some other type of digital pen to do your signature with, if you try to do it with your mouse, it is not going to look like your written signature. And if he did do it with a mouse, he probably sat there trying to take his time to make it look nice and neat, instead of moving the mouse in quick movements like he would do with his regular signature. And I'm looking at the guy like, for real, seriously, you going to stand there and call me a lie to my face, basically. I'm like, whatever, I'll just take them back to him and get new prescriptions. So that's what I got to do. I got to take them back to him, have him print out new prescriptions, and have him sign them. And I need him to say, yes, it's really me. I'm really signing my signature on my prescriptions for my patient. I'm going to have him put it just like that. And I hope that same little wop head is there when I go back to the pharmacy, because I'm going to hand them to him. I'm going to specifically request him when I hand them to him, because it's just stupid. I'm not a drug seeker. I'm a diabetic. You know I'm a diabetic because you pulled up my records and stuff right there. So you know I am a diabetic who they are working with an outside doctor to help get my diabetes finally under control and treated properly. So it's not like I'm not a diabetic. You know I'm a diabetic. It's right there in front of your face that I'm a diabetic. And yet you deny me my medications because you say it's not his signature. So yeah. So that's what's been going on with me. And hopefully things get better here on out. I done told my husband he got to take me shopping now, even though I hate shopping, because I need more clothes for work. I hate shopping, which is why I have a limited supply of clothes for work. I'm not a clothes hog like some women who love purses and shoes. And I just need 2 pair of shoes. A nice pair of work shoes, but 3 pair. A nice pair of work shoes, my tennis shoes, and like a dress pair of shoes in case we go somewhere nice. And that's it. I don't need a bunch of clothes and stuff, because most of my clothes I prefer to be things I can use outside in the yard or for just running around. I never liked being frou-frou and fancy dress and all this other stuff. Never liked it. And I don't intend to start no time soon. I don't care if I became a millionaire. You're going to see me wearing my t-shirts and my jeans. Only I'll probably have me a lot more of my Tech on Titan shirts and World of Warcraft shirts and t-shirts and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's just that. That's just how I feel about that. And so I will leave you guys with my poor little cockeyed pig. But he is cute though. He just looks like he got his head like just tilted like ever so slightly to the side. Cockeyed. So yeah, so that's it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully I get these other projects finished so that I can go back to work on the fingerless gloves and maybe the socks and maybe the blanket and maybe, oh yeah, and definitely my poncho. Because after I do the pig, like I said, I got to do the thing from Harry Potter. I got to do him, and I got to do a blue pig too. I got to do a blue pig and a goat. I forgot about the goat, and I got to do a goat. Ugh. I got to take antacid, and I got to eat some food so I can take my strong cough medicine, which is going to knock me out.